Hello, my name is Selena.
And my name's Theone, and you are listening to Piping Hot.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another wonderful episode of Piping Hot. We missed you, and it's also technically the new year when this episode airs.
Oh, yeah. Happy New Year, even though it's not the new year.
It's not.
And thank God, because, literally before we got on, I've literally had the busiest day, and I was texting Selena. I was like, oh, my God. It was just such a crazy day. And we were so excited to do an episode next week, and then we didn't, and that was on me. Sorry, y'all. I literally was so busy with work, and there was so much chaos that I was like, I literally just mentally need a break, because I also don't want to get on here and be a zombie, because we don't want to do that, and also, why would you want to listen to that? That's stupid. So, but yeah, we're back. Not better than ever yet, but that's okay, because for us, it's not 2024.
I still have a couple days, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
I still have a couple days to get my shit together, to stop rotting in my bed, okay? Once January 1 hits, I'm going to be a new me, okay?
Yep. So by the time you listen to this, we're going to be new and improved and vibrant and great. Yeah. So yay us. Give me the life updates, Lena. So Christmas, what are your plans for New Year's?
Yeah.
Life,
Yeah, I mean, Christmas was good. I went back to Wisconsin to celebrate with my immediate family. It was super fun, super quick. We just stayed for a couple of days because Jack had to work like the next day after Christmas. So it was super fast, but it was really, really fun. We went ice skating. My siblings and I made gingerbread houses. We played board games, ate a lot of food. It was just really, really fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
You guys did all the things, which I think is great. The fact that you guys can be together, may as well make the most of it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was really, really busy, but we just did so much stuff, and it was really, really fun. It's so funny because we all went ice skating. We were all talking with each other. We're every single one of us, all 6 of us, knows how to ice skate, but we don't know how we know how to ice skate.
Yeah, it's weird.
We never took ice skating lessons or whatever. So we did rollerblade, but ice skating is also just a whole different kind of playing field as well. But we know how to do that, and I'm like, how did we get here? It was just so weird.
I feel like it's one of those things where you kind of just pick up when you're younger, and then your body remembers how to do it a little bit.
Yes, exactly. So. Yeah. Okay, I have to call out Jack, even though he's gonna hate this, but he also doesn't listen to our podcast. But it's so funny because he's never ice skated before, and I was like, oh my God, let's go. He's like, yeah, I've also never rollerbladed. I was like, you've never rollerbladed?
What?
I was like, oh, okay, this is gonna be really, really new for you. And he's like, oh no, I've gone snowboarding before, so I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm like, snowboarding is so different from rollerblading and ice skating, and he learned that very quick. That is something so different. I was like, I feel so bad because he just didn't know, but yeah, so I mean, at least he got that new experience. So
nice. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah. New Year's, my sister is coming up. Well, when this airs, my sister is planning on visiting me, and she's already visited me then. But yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know if we're gonna do anything on New Year's Eve.
That's okay. Just vibe.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Yeah. Honestly, Christmas is already enough that when I have to plan something for New Year's, I'm like, Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, I hear ya.
Nice. What about you? How was your Christmas? New Year's plans?
Christmas was good. I flew in Thursday night, and then my friend picked me up from the airport, so we got to hang out.
Nice.
We painted wine glasses, which was fun, and then
Cute.
just hung out. Yeah, they turned out like shit.
Oh, nice.
They were so ugly. And then the next morning, I went to breakfast with a couple friends, and then I drove up to Rochester with my sister after she was done with work for the day. So then we went to a friend's birthday party Friday night. Saturday, we did stuff with the family. I'm kind of at a loss for what that was. I can't remember right now. Yeah. My mind is blanking. Saturday night, I went to like all my old church friends. We had like a get together at my friend Jacob's house. So we did that, which is super fun. We played like a bunch of drinking games and
fun.
We played Boom Cup, and I had to drink the bitch cup, which was not fun.
Absolutely not.
Horrible.
Absolutely not.
I tried to take it like a champ. I was like, I literally got on my knee. I was like, guys, cheer me on. I was like, please. Like, it was just nasty. It was like cider with like, my friend was like, let's add a little vodka. And it was like 2 shots of vodka kind of pour. Yeah. But we survived.
Good.
And then Christmas Eve, we went to church. And then we got a call that one of my aunts was sick, which is really sad. And she's always the one who hosted. So we ended up hosting it at my house. So our Christmas Eve kind of turned into like prepping all the things.
Yeah.
And my mom loves to host, but she needs everything to be like perfect and like put together and nice. So we really were prepping like up until the last minute.
Wow.
And then Christmas Eve is always my dad's side of the family. So they came over, which is super fun. My aunt who listens to our podcast like regularly, my dad's sister, her son is my cousin, but also my godson. Yeah, so I got to spend time with him, which was super fun. Especially as he's like getting older, like totally see like his personality and stuff, and he loves the Grinch. So like he got a bunch of Grinch gear and he got this one like Grinch sweatshirt with like the face on it, which was hilarious.
That's so cute.
Yeah. So we were playing blocks together for a while. It was just like super fun. So I love spending time with like the kids, obviously.
I love it.
So that was super fun.
That's fun.
And then Christmas morning, we had like our breakfast with just me, my dad, my mom, and my sister.
Nice.
We made pancakes and bacon, opened gifts and all that. And then later in the day, we made steaks and potatoes and pastizo, which is like Greek lasagna. I felt like such a lard by the end of the day. Like I was just like so full,
same.
like so full of I don't even know what. So I did make molten lava cakes for dessert, but you know what? I need to not be as salty about this as I am. But basically, like, my mom didn't have the containers I thought she did to cook them in.
Okay.
So when I baked them, they were like too deep. So then first I flipped them over, but they fell. And because they're so soft in the middle, it like fell apart. So then I cooked it more, but then I cooked it a little too much where it was still moist, but it wasn't like molten like you want it. So I didn't hit it quite right, but they tasted really good.
Good.
So anyways, you can tell I'm really hyped up off of my super busy day because I just said so much and was talking so fast.
I love it.
I do have to mention this though. On Christmas Eve with my dad's side of the family, because actually quite a few of them listen to the podcast, which is super fun.
Wow.
So shout out to them. But also I'm like, oh, my family's listening to this. Like, But they were giving me so much crap about how much I swear on the podcast. And the thing is I was telling them, I was like, I swear in real life, but not as much as I swear on the podcast for some reason.
Yeah.
So, New Year's resolution, I'm going to try to swear less on the podcast because I can't deal with it.
I'm like such a bad influence too because I swear all the time. Like the way that I swear on the podcast is the way that I swear in real life, unless I'm like in like a work setting or any other like professional setting, but like any friends, families, podcasts, whatever, like that is how I talk. So I'm sorry if I'm a really bad influence on that.
No, girl, you say what you want to say. I just like, wow. When they were all pointing it out to me, I was like, wow, yeah, I do. I totally
You're
do.
right.
So it was just funny, So yeah, that was my Christmas.
Nice. Okay, what are your New Year's plans?
So I think I might be going to this one party, which I'm excited about.
Nice.
I think it's just like a house party. I really don't have much details about it yet, but we'll see.
Okay.
And then I think that's it. I'll just kind of be chilling during the day. Oh, I think my friend and I might go see the Anyone But You movie during the day. So I'm excited for that.
Oh yeah, that's probably a good time to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you have the Monday off or no?
No, I'm working. But I chose to work it because I was like, I would rather take that day off another day. And at the time when I said I could work that, I didn't really have plans. So I didn't ask for it off. So
yeah,
I
you're
might
right.
have asked for it off had I known I'd have plans.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
That's fine.
I'll survive. I've gone to church hungover.
Yeah.
I've gone to class hungover. Not saying that I'm gonna be hungover, but I've also gone to work with like 3 hours of sleep. So at this point, I can do anything.
This is easy peasy for you, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is a piece of cake.
Yeah. I don't know if I go that far, but like it's manageable. It's manageable.
Didn't you, like, after our Vegas trip, you literally landed and then you went right to work? Like, you didn't even sleep. Yeah. See? You got this. You're fine.
I'm so dumb. Yeah. So those are my life updates. I don't think anything else crazy is going on.
Nice. What are you drinking today?
I am drinking a matcha latte, actually. So it's kind of tea, but I get this mix from Trader Joe's that's pretty good. So I kind of just wanted that. It's like cozy. I like it because it has a little bit of caffeine, but it's not overload.
Yep.
And it's so much lighter on your stomach than other things. So I was like, I'm going to try this. And then, yeah. What are you drinking?
Nice. I am drinking lemon ginger tea.
Okay, you're drinking tea. We're both drinking tea.
I know.
For the first time in like 5 years.
Literally so many episodes.
Yeah, literally.
But yeah, no, this one's like the probiotic one, and I just like, I don't know, I just like it. It makes me feel like healthy. But look at the mug that I'm drinking it in. You guys.
Oh my gosh.
Theoni got me this mug for Christmas, and if you're not watching it on YouTube, then I will describe the mug to you. It's a stack of colorful books, and it has literally all of my favorite books on it, and it's adorable.
If you guys remember, I had an idea to do that mug for Selena, and if you guys remember the episode where we talked about our favorite books of all time, I was like, this could not have come at a better time.
Yeah.
So I used the books that we talked about on the mug.
So good. So good. It's weird because every time I look at Book Lovers, I like want to cry, and then I look at The Wicked King, and I'm like, oh, that's a little spicy, and I'm like feeling like
you're getting flashbacks.
Literally, yes. Yeah. I'm getting flashback with all of these books, but in like a good way. In a good way.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, well, I'm glad you like it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love gift giving.
Yes, me too. I also love receiving gifts.
Okay, but no, honestly, it is fun. I don't give a crap. The thing is, some people are picky about the gifts they get. Some people are like, no, it's the thought. I'm like, no, bitch. No, you can't. Sorry, I totally just swore. I'm really trying not to. Sorry.
It's okay. It's not the start of the year yet, okay?
Yeah, you're right. I better get all my fucks, my dams, my shits out of the way now. My bitches, I gotta get them out of the way. But
honestly, you have a couple days.
Yeah. But anyways, what was I even talking about?
What were you talking about? It's the thought that counts for gifts, and no, it isn't.
It isn't for a lot of people, but for me, it genuinely is. Like, you could give me like a piece of lint that looked like my childhood home, and I'd be like, oh my God, thank you so much. Like, why did I just think of that, Selena? What's wrong with me?
I don't know, but that's so accurate because you would receive it and you would like cry, but you're like, I'm trying not to cry. Like that would be you.
You're so right. You're so right. Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
So
okay. What are you reading, watching, listening, consuming?
Okay, so I'm just trying to double check if I've read anything before what I'm currently reading that I haven't talked about yet.
Yeah.
We talked about our book club book read, didn't we? Kiss Her Once for Me.
Yes, we did. Yep.
Okay. So I haven't read anything since then, but I am currently reading Fourth Wing. I just started it.
Nice.
I've been discussing it with my friends who have read it. I am not super invested yet. I'm definitely eager to learn what happens, but I think I'm just thrown off a little bit that people compared it to ACOTAR because it just doesn't even... It's just not even...
It's not the same universe.
And I'm willing to give it a chance because obviously you look back and you read the first ACOTAR book and whatever, but I'm not feeling that same feeling of like I need to keep reading that I did even from the first book.
Yes,
you know?
exactly.
And I also think the writing is I'm trying to figure out how to say it's more immature or like
it's like younger because she's supposed to be like 23, 24, but it doesn't. It's almost like a younger voice, but it's not like adolescence.
Yeah,
but it's
even just the way it's written.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's just not.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel as high quality, but again, what do I know?
Yeah.
But yeah, those are my thoughts right now. But I do like it, but I'm kind of just waiting to really figure out how I feel. But what are you reading?
So I have been reading a couple of things. So I finished The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin, which was that like adult fantasy sci-fi book that I was telling you about the last episode where I was like, I'm not really feeling it.
Yeah.
I think I realized that like adult books have a lot of exposition. And that once you get to the end, that's when shit starts making sense and where all the things starts coming together. Because by the end of the book, I was like invested and I like wanted to read and I like couldn't put it down. Yeah. But holy crap, like the first half of the book, I was like, what are we doing? What is happening? Yeah. Like, I think it's just so much exposition, and I think that's what I'm not used to. Because like for me, I'm like, if you don't capture me within the first chapter, I'm gone. Like, I know when I'm checked out.
That makes sense.
So I think for the adult genre, I just like need to tell myself that it takes longer to like set things up, especially in fantasy. So that's a good lesson that I've learned. But it was good. Sure. I did enjoy it. I don't know if I'm going to pick up the second book. Like, I think I will eventually, but it's not like a priority right now.
On your list, yeah.
And then I also finished Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez.
You did?
I did. Theoni, it was phenomenal.
I know, Selena. I
know. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god. Like, okay, here's the thing. I liked Part of Your World. Don't get me wrong. I really liked it.
Yours Truly, different level.
Yours Truly shouldn't even be in the same, like, it shouldn't, like, it's literally crazy. I know. Crazy how much her writing and her storytelling changed with just different characters. And I'm just like, I was blown away. Like, I was so invested in Jacob, and I was so invested in Bree. And honestly, down to the core, this book is kind of miscommunication, but the only reason why it was done so well is because of both of their traumas, which was amazing. Like,
it made sense.
Yes,
it didn't feel like thrown in there. I was like, oh, it was confusing because I was like, why am I enjoying the miscommunication trope?
Yes, me too.
It's like,
me too. What? I was like, why am I enjoying this so much? Because it's not technically miscommunication. It's just all their trauma coming up, and it's literally just so crazy. It's funny because I was reading Jacob's POV, and as I was reading, I was like, what are you talking about? That's normal. That's what I do. And I'm like, oh no, Selena, you just have a crazy amount of anxiety, and you do the same amount of things, the same things that Jacob does. Like, and I'm just like, oh, that is my anxiety.
Yeah, like, no, it really makes you check yourself.
No,
it really does.
Honestly, it honestly fucking does. And then I cried at the end because I was just like, oh my god, it's just, I don't want to spoil it for those who want to read it because it's honestly
have to read it.
Amazing.
It's so good.
It's so good. And I cried at the end, and I just like loved how it all came together. Honestly too. Okay. It wasn't even spicy, but I didn't give a shit. I didn't even care.
I know.
It was like that good where I was like, this doesn't even need any spice, and I'd still read it because it was so good.
Agreed.
It was so good. It was so good. Okay. And now I'm reading Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross, which is the second in the duology Divine Rivals. I'm almost like halfway through it, and it is so good. It is so good. I was like losing my mind last night, reading on my Kindle in bed at like midnight, losing my mind because like the tension is just so good.
I love good tension.
It's
in
just
books in real life. It's so good.
Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, that is what I have been reading. What are you watching?
Nothing interesting.
Okay.
Always Sunny. Still trying to get through that. I think I've watched The Proposal since I last talked to you, which is like my favorite rom-com of all time. So that was really good. I got my nails done the other day and they were playing the Great British Baking Show on the TV. So I got to watch a little bit of that.
Good.
But yeah, I don't think I've been watching a whole lot. How about you?
Same here. Nothing much. Honestly, I've been on TikTok a lot. Like, you don't even want to see my, like, screen time. Like, it's so bad. Again, I told you, I'm rotting away for these couple of days until it hits January 1st, okay?
Okay. All right, fair. You do you, girl.
Yeah.
You do you. Okay, what are you listening to?
Okay, what am I listening to?
Yes.
So, I was listening to, like, Christmas music, leading up to Christmas. But now I've kind of moved on. You know what's funny? I found out that there is a choral version of Eat Your Young by Hozier.
Shut up.
So I am listening to that because it, like, brings in, like, my inner theater kid with, like, my favorite song. And it's just it's so good.
You need to send that. I got chills thinking about it. You need to send that to me immediately. Like,
I will.
Okay.
What are you listening to?
I don't think anything new that I haven't talked about. Like, I kind of have been in a little bit of a music slump, I feel like.
Yeah.
There were a couple good songs on my Discover Weekly, but I can't remember what they are right now. But I'll add them to the playlist.
Nice.
But yeah, I think I've talked about all the stuff I've been listening to, so nothing really new, unfortunately. But
okay.
Yeah. What have you been consuming? Well, I feel like we kind of already talked about this.
Yeah, a little bit. I think over Christmas, my mom cooked so much food. She just, like, cooks so much food. Like, I know there are 6 of us, but, like, we don't eat a lot. But she still, like, cooks so much food. We had pho, which was, like, really yummy. Always a classic. And then she also did a seafood boil, which was really good as well.
Yum.
Yeah, so... But then she, like, made so much, like, oh, my God.
But you know what? I'd rather have so much food than not enough food, you know?
Definitely.
Yeah.
So what have you been consuming? I know you mentioned it a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, Christmas morning, or Christmas... Christmas Eve... We had, like, beef tenderloin, green beans.
Oh, my gosh.
Bread, potatoes, pie, a bunch of stuff. And then Christmas morning, we had pancakes and bacon. And then Christmas dinner, we had steak, potatoes, pasticcio, which is, like, Greek lasagna. And then the molten lava cake. So much good food. Like, it's insane. So good. Yeah. My friends and I did go to this place called 36 Cafe in St. Paul. It's on Grand. It's like this cute little cafe, and they have really cool, like, desserty type breakfast stuff, and it's very aesthetically pleasing. Ooh. It's very girly, so you should go with some of your friends sometime.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know. All right. Pop culture?
Yes. I think I have, like, one, which is ridiculous.
Okay, go for it.
But I know there's one more that I want to add to the list.
Okay.
But the first one I'll say is that Suki Waterhouse and Robert Pattinson are engaged.
Since when? What?
You must have missed it. Yeah, they're engaged.
Wait, when? Why?
Yeah,
how?
Well, why? Because they're in love.
I know.
And they're a perfect couple. When? Within the past 2 weeks. And how? With a ring? I don't know. But yeah, they're engaged.
Oh my God. I love them as a couple. Like, I would have never seen them coming, but it just, like, makes sense. I love them so much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
That's very exciting. And then the only other thing that we have to mention is Ariana Grande has officially confirmed she has a new album coming. And this is my Roman Empire. I have been waiting for a new Ariana album for so long. She's literally my favorite of all time. I'm so excited. And everyone thinks it's going to be like a red themed kind of like badass, kind of like I'll have to send you some TikToks, but like based on her recent posts and all these things, like that's what they think the vibe is going to be. And on the 27th, she had mailed out a bunch of like REM lipsticks to fans with a note saying see you next year, and the lipstick was red and the lipstick shade was called Attention. And all of her products have been named after like songs or like whatever of hers. So there's a theory that the first single could be called Attention, and people think at least the first single and music video is gonna come out in January. So
wow,
get prepared to get fed, y'all.
Do you think it's like more towards leaning sound wise like Dangerous Women and Positions almost?
I think so.
Okay.
I think it's, but
wait, no, not
I've
Positions.
heard...
Wait, what's the other one that comes before Positions?
Thank You Next. Yes.
It's
I
Dangerous Women
so.
and Thank You Next.
I think so, but I also think I've heard rumors that it's going to be a very like 90s 2000s vibe to it. Like if you have listened to her leaked songs, one of them on Fire on TikTok, Fantasize, apparently she was supposed to rework that for this album, but because it got leaked, she didn't.
Yeah.
So
Damn it! Why?
I know, which I
Why?
hate.
I love that song.
Her stuff gets leaked more than anybody else's,
Yeah.
and it pisses me the fuck off.
Yeah.
But basically, they're gonna like... Yeah, so if you think of the vibe of that, I think it'll kind of give those
So
vibes.
then I would say it's more like Positions then, because Positions had, and also Thank You Next also had like a good amount of samples, but then Positions, I think, in my mind, kind of went into like the 90s, early 2000s sound, whereas Thank You Next did a lot more samples. So it could be like a mix of both.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Either way, I know it's going to be amazing, so I'm excited.
Nice.
Yes. All right, what pop culture stuff do you have?
Mine are a little old because I wrote these before Christmas break.
That's okay.
But bear with me. So the first one is that Marvel drops Jonathan Majors after...
He did?
Yeah, after there was a guilty verdict in the assault trial that has been going on for him. And so a lot of people have been speculating, like, who are they going to replace for him? Because he was playing Kang the Conqueror.
And he was going to be huge in the MCU.
Yes, he was like the next big baddie after Thanos. Like the
baddie?
Big, yeah.
Bad guy or baddie?
A baddie.
Girl,
baddie. Because you know Thanos was a baddie.
I hate that so much.
I'll be sure to use it all the time now.
Oh my God, jeez.
So a lot of people are like speculating like who's gonna replace him. So I don't know where that's gonna go. I love that people are concerned about Marvel and the future for them, but they're a big capitalistic corporation. I just hope that the victims have peace now. You know,
Yeah.
like I just hope that they've gotten what they wanted out of this trial and that they have found closure and peace with this. So,
Agreed.
my next one is that I don't know if you've heard, but Celine Dion has like lost control over her muscles amid battle with stiff person syndrome, which is so sad. Like, I like feel I like when I saw that I was like, what? Like what?
I know.
What do you mean? Like I don't know. I just really hope she gets better.
Well, is it a syndrome where you can get better, or is it?
I have no clue.
Okay, I don't know anything about it. But
Me neither. Yeah.
I just hope she's not in pain. That's always my
Yeah.
biggest thought. So.
Yeah. My next one, I don't know if you've heard or seen anything, but Amanda Bynes has returned to the internet with a new podcast.
But also, since she's announced it, she's also stopped it.
Yes. Yeah.
So, yeah, and she said she wants to get her manicurist license instead, and everyone was like, I saw the comments, they were like, what if you do like your guest nails while they're on the show, or like, because I think people want it, but it is very interesting. I just want her to be okay, and I want her to get well, and like I hope she's doing well, and that's all I have to say about that, because I imagine she was like excited about the podcast, but then she probably got a lot of feedback because of how she sounds or how she looks or how she's acting now. And people are so used to this like idea of what she used to be. And so I think it was probably maybe a lot more than she was expecting or hoping for. So, yeah.
Definitely. My next one is that Dua Lipa and Seth Meyers did their little segment of like day drinking.
Oh, yeah.
Which I think was so funny. It was so funny. I love the day drinking segments on his show. So I like always eat it up.
I love the day drinking episodes, but I will say Dua Lipa's fun and definitely cool girl vibes, but I was kind of bored watching their episode.
Yeah.
Or of the day drinking versus like the other celebrities.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I think because she just has a chill vibe, it's not as like entertaining to watch as like people with big personalities like Lizzo or Kelly Clarkson.
It's not as like chaotic.
Good. Yeah, exactly.
And like I feel like
but
when
that's
people,
not a bad thing towards her.
Yes, exactly. I feel like when people go on it, they become chaotic because they're drunk. But then like Seth Meyers himself is always just kind of chaotic too.
Yeah.
And so I feel like when they're both combined, it's just like a crazy segment. But I feel like with Dua's kind of like really chill vibe and like Seth's chaoticness, it was like an interesting mesh
dynamic. Yeah, for sure.
My next one is that Renee Rapp is going to be on SNL in January, and I'm so excited. She deserves everything in the world.
She really does. She's literally, I'm such a freaking fan of her.
I love her.
I really am. Yeah.
And then the next one is, or my last one actually, is that there were new Bridgerton pictures that were dropped for season 3.
Yes, there were.
Which I'm like, okay, thank you. Thank you for these pictures.
But give us the series.
Yes, exactly. But instead of these pictures, we were originally supposed to get season 3 instead. And now they're feeding us these pictures. And I'm like, thank you, but no thank you. I just want the actual fucking thing.
I just wonder, why are they delaying it so much? Especially because the strike is over. I guess, I don't know if it has to do with press or schedules or what. But I'm like, I just feel like there's no reason to hold back as much now.
I think it was the strike and it just delayed. It delayed it all. It delayed everything. Because like both writers and actors were on strike. Well, writers were first, and then actors joined, and then it was just a whole thing. So I mean, like, the strike was like X amount of days, but like in production, like that's a lot of days to lose. Yeah. So a part of me understands. Yeah. But a part of me also just hates Netflix. Okay. Yeah. We talked about this last time.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all that I have for pop culture.
Alrighty. Well, Selena, do you want to tell our audience what we're going to be talking about today?
Yes. So today, in honor of 2024, Theoni and I are going to be discussing our 2024 bingo card, which we had done a 2023 bingo at the beginning of this year. So we're going to do it again for this upcoming year.
We should have gone back to see if any of our predictions were correct.
I did. I only got 2 predictions right. One was someone famous is gonna die, which a bunch of fucking famous. I know yours. A bunch of famous people died, and then my other one was that Jenna Ortega is gonna win an award, which I think she did.
Did she?
I don't know. I didn't fact check it.
The fact that your prediction was that someone famous is going to die, that is so bad.
I know. I know.
You're so funny. You're so funny.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll have to see if we get any of these right.
Yeah. Okay, do you want to go, or how many do you have on your 2024 bingo card?
Let me just see here for a second. I have 9.
I have 9.
Perfect. All right, I'm going to make you go first.
Okay.
Sorry.
You know what, now that I'm reading the first one, it just, like, doesn't make sense with their schedule, but Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are going to get engaged, which literally doesn't...
I also have that on my
But it doesn't make sense because she's literally touring until 2025. So, I mean, like, I guess they could get engaged and have, like, a long engagement with her literally flying around the world, I guess. I don't know, but, like, whatever.
I wouldn't be surprised if they get engaged this year because... And I don't think I understand your concerns with the timing, but at the same time, Taylor, I don't think has any plans to slow down anytime soon.
Oh, yeah,
so, like, is there an ideal time to do it? Probably
You're right.
not.
You're right.
You know?
You're right. Right. It's never an ideal time for celebrities because they always have shit going on. So, okay, no, you're right. You're so right. Okay. But I am manifesting that because I love them together so much.
My first prediction is I think SJM is going to come out with 2 books.
No,
I've
she's
told you this
not.
before. Hey, it's my prediction.
No, sorry. Sorry, go on.
She has the one coming out at the end of January, and I think she's going to come out with one towards the end of the year. And I think it's going to be the 6th ACOTAR book.
I would think so too.
Because I think this is a spoiler alert for SJM books. So if you listen, or if you're reading SJM and haven't finished all of her books, like scroll through or go 30 seconds. Yeah. But I think because they're overlapping so much, I think that it would make sense, number one, for ACOTAR to be the next book, but number two, for them to come out close together, because I think that there's a chance that information in both are going to overlap.
You're right. Or something's going to happen in House of Flame and Shadow where it's like ACOTAR is going to pick up immediately right there. Or something like that where it's like they have to go together almost.
Exactly. Yep. I agree.
Watch it be a random fucking Throne of Glass novel.
I would poop my pants.
Watch it. She's gonna be like, haha, just kidding. Like, you wanted your 6th ACOTAR book. Here's the Throne of Glass novel.
I would
die.
Fuck you. I would perish.
Me too.
I would
perish. Me too.
God.
Honestly, I wouldn't be mad because, like, I want like Azriel's and possibly Elaine's story. But I'd be like, oh, I'm fine with Throne of Glass. Like, it would
make so much sense if it was like a Dorian Manon book.
Oh, 100%.
Because there's so many theories of how, particular their two lineages and.
If it's anyone in that universe, it's them, because everyone else was wrapped up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways, yeah.
Okay, you had this one on your 2023 bingo, but I'm gonna add it to my 2024 bingo.
Okay.
About Mitch McConnell. Gone.
That I don't know. The fact he didn't die this year is shocking. So I mean, maybe he'll hang on. I don't know.
I have no clue.
Watch him die like tomorrow. So, that's so not nice. I didn't mean it like that, but like, you know.
Okay, yeah. I don't know. Okay, next.
My next one is that Kelsey Ballerini is going to get pregnant. And this is going to happen before she gets engaged. Because she's dating Chase Stokes. And I think that they've been so in love and so all over each other.
I agree.
That I think it would make sense.
I agree.
They might get engaged instead of pregnant, but I could see a pregnancy.
I don't think she's going to get married ever again.
You don't think? No. Because of how poorly it was?
Yeah, because on her Call Her Daddy episode, she had said originally she never ever wanted to get married, but then she met her ex-husband, and she was like, oh yeah, let's get married. And then now that she's divorced, she's like, I should have just never ever gotten married. Like, I should have never strayed from what I originally thought. And I don't think she'd get married again. But I can see a pregnancy.
Okay.
Okay, my next one is that we're going to get an album from Selena Gomez.
Oh, yeah. I totally would believe
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the single was just like feeling the waters, but now we're going to get the full album.
And I wonder what vibe it'll be.
I don't know.
Her last one, Rare, was so different to me than her other ones that I wonder if she'll keep up with that vibe or go back to the more pop vibe. I'm not sure.
Well, Single Soon was kind of pop. Like, it definitely more on the pop side than what Rare was. So, I mean, I could see that.
That makes sense.
So, yeah.
Okay. My next one, sorry, another pregnancy one. I think Sophia Richie's going to get pregnant.
Really?
Yeah. I could see her and Elliot. Yeah.
Well, how old is she? She's like younger than us, right?
Yeah, but I mean, if you think about it, you're 26, I'm 25, about to be 26. Like, people do have babies our age, which is a little scary, but like, it's not so far out of the realm of possibility, I don't think.
You're right. I don't know. I just feel like she's such an it girl right now. Like, this is her time.
But she would be such the it pregnant girl.
Oh, you're right.
You know what I mean? She would be the most glowing pregnant person.
Yeah.
Like, she would give Suki Waterhouse pregnancy vibes. You know what I
mean? Oh, even more than that.
More than that.
More.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, you're right.
So, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
My next one is that P. Diddy will go to jail.
I'm surprised he's not already in jail. He's always giving me a little scary vibes.
Exactly.
Does he go by something else now?
I think he does, but I don't know.
He's gone by a lot of different names. Yeah. So I don't know, but
yeah, I think 2024 is that time, is the year.
The downfall.
It is that, yeah.
Okay. Makes sense. Yeah. Makes sense. I think that Meghan Markle could make her return to acting.
Really?
Potentially. I feel like whether it's next year or in the future, I don't think she's going to stay away from acting forever.
So, okay, the thing is, like, I don't think she'll stay away from, like, Hollywood movie industry, but I think she'll just stay a producer. I don't think she is ready to get back onto the screen. With all the press that she already has off the screen. Like,
fair enough.
It's insane. But maybe. Hold on. I don't know.
My mom's FaceTiming me.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hi, I'm recording the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi.
What?
Okay. Did you not?
I did get your. I have been so busy today. Like, literally so busy. You should have seen when I first got on the podcast. I literally was like, like, I was working right up until 5. So I'll call you after. That was my plan.
Well, that's okay. We're going out tonight, so I probably won't be available, but
I'll be done in like 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Love you. Bye.
Love you too. Bye.
Did you not see my FaceTime earlier? I did. I haven't had time. Yeah. Okay. What were we talking about?
Meghan Markle?
Oh, yeah.
Anything
no
about her?
Okay.
Nice. Cool.
Okay.
My next one is that Will Smith and Jada will finally get a divorce.
It needs to happen. I mean, not that it needs to happen. It's not my business, but like, I feel like they're already separated, right? They've been separated for like 7 years or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And their kids are grown. So like, even, I guess I don't see a reason why to stay married unless they want a tax break. I'm not sure, but
probably.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
but I wouldn't be surprised.
Same.
Yeah. Okay, my next one. I think Grey's Anatomy might finally announce their final season.
Yes, I think so too.
It needs to come to an end. It's needed to come to an end for so long. I have been the most loyal watcher, and I finally stopped because I was like, why are we even...
Wow.
Yeah.
That says a lot about you, because I know you're like devote.
I know.
Wow.
I just... Devote.
You
devout?
That too.
Or devoted. Devout or devoted. She said, you are devote.
You are devote.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I think it's been time, but yeah. I feel like it really is time. Like, come on now. I don't even hear people talking about it anymore. Really.
Yeah, like honestly, it's surprising that they're still running because I haven't even heard anything about it. Like, nothing about, oh my God, like, this season, this happened, and blah, blah, blah. I always felt like there was one major thing that happened, and I would always hear about it.
Yeah.
And I just, like, haven't heard anything. So maybe that's, again, with the writing, too. I don't know. So.
Yeah.
Okay, this one is like an easy little bingo space on my card, but it's that Nick Cannon has another kid. Another 2 kids. Let's throw it in.
I have so many feelings about that. That could come off so horribly that I'm not going to say them.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going to leave that.
Okay, great. What is your next one?
My next one. This is what I wrote, but let me explain.
Okay.
I wrote, Trump and Gypsy Rose are going to meet up and she's going to gag him. And what I mean by that is
honestly, good for her.
I think, number one, I'm so glad Gypsy Rose is getting out of jail today.
Yes.
December 28th when we're talking.
Yep.
I've seen so much about that on my TikTok. There's literally like, not thirst edits, but like badass edits of her on TikTok, which I'm like, y'all. But which, if you're in the mental health field or any other, or even just a human, that is a fascinating story. But I'm just happy she's getting her freedom, number one. But number two, I don't even think this necessarily is going to happen, but I think if they did, he would try to like be funny or be weird, and she would just be like, no. You know, like she would not play into it at all.
Yeah, I think he would be weird about it, and then she would shut it down. Yeah.
He'd be so, Mm-hmm.
Very nice. You know what? Good for her. I'm manifesting that for her.
I just want her to be happy.
Yeah.
I want her to live her life and be happy and
Same.
achieve her dreams.
Same.
Okay.
Okay, my next one is that Hollywood makes a movie based off the Ocean Gate submarine.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Right?
And that would be so dumb.
Right? Also, too soon. Chill the fuck out.
Soon.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but I 100% could see that.
Yeah.
Did that happen this year?
Yes, Theoni.
This has been the longest
It has been the longest fucking year ever.
Crap. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. My next one, I don't know for sure if this is going to happen next year or whatever, but I could see it happening that Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson are going to get back together.
No, I don't think so.
I don't want them to for Khloe's sake because he's horrid.
But aren't they living together right now? Or like what?
They're not now because he finally got his house fixed.
Oh,
but there's been so much about this current season about that, and she's been very hesitant to whatever. I don't know. Yeah. I think it could be one of those situations where unless Khloe meets someone else who's willing to dive in and whatever, like I could see her going back to that with enough improvement from him. Yeah. You know? Just to like have that family she's always wanted, but
she deserves like so much better. Mm-hmm. Like just so much better. Ugh.
Yep, 100%.
Gross. Anyways,
yeah, literally.
Okay, well this is my last one because my other one was the Grey's Anatomy one. But my last one is that Miley Cyrus gets a Las Vegas residency.
I could see that,
right?
And that would be amazing,
right?
But what makes me so mad about that is that I think her Vegas residency would be incredible. Yeah. But I still, every time I think about Miley Cyrus, I get upset because I feel like she does not get the recognition she deserves. Yeah. Although I am excited that she got nominated for Grammys. Yes. I hope she wins something because I just think she deserves it. So. Yeah. Okay, this is my last one. Okay. I think that there could be a partial One Direction reunion. I think that I could just see it happening. I feel like it's time. I could see if there were two people, the first person who would be left out of it would be Zayn. I just don't think he cares to be a part of it at all anymore.
Really? I would think Niall would be who wouldn't want to come back.
Really? Yeah. See, no, I totally think he would. I totally think he would. Okay. The other person, maybe Harry Styles wouldn't, but I think Louis, Liam, Niall, and Harry would. Not even for like a full album or anything like that, but I just mean like reunite for dinner and there's a picture of all them together, or like reunite for some charity or doing something. Yeah. You know? But I could see it.
Interesting. Okay.
Zayn don't give a crap.
I could see him come back though.
Really?
Because I think he was just like in a really bad space at the time. All of them were, unfortunately, during that time. So I could see him come back and like make amends. I agree that I think Harry would be resistant to it. But then I would also throw in that I think Niall would be resistant to it too.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
No, I think that's our predictions for 2024, which is so crazy that we are starting another new year. Like, where did this year go? What the heck?
Literally insane.
Rude.
Ugh, gross. So we'll have to see if any of them come true.
Yes, yeah.
But, Selena, tell everyone what we're going to be talking about next week.
Yes, next week, Theoni and I will be discussing the newest film, Anyone But You, which we have mentioned quite a lot on this podcast, starring Glenn Powell and Sydney Sweeney. And so I'm very excited. I've heard good reviews, so I'm still holding out, you know.
Me too. I'm really excited because I just love rom-coms in general. So I'm hopeful. So I'm just excited to see it, honestly, and to have a movie like that back in the theaters.
Yeah, same. I agree.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.